we got? Alright, gonna let people join. Hello. How's it going? I'm just chilling. Whoever's on stream, speak up. I say whatever. Let's have a conversation. I'm just here chilling, working on my stuff. Media source. Okay. Yeah, that's weird. This is very, very strange. Okay. Hi everyone, if you're on the stream and you have a question or you want to talk about something, let me know. I'm here. I'm working on something. I don't mind sharing it. I don't mind sharing it with the world. I'm working on a little something to do scoreboards OCR. I'm thinking maybe at some point this will be a little product or something. But anyway, it kind of looks like this. Kind of looks like this. And then like there's different areas here of interest. There's a way to add things and remove things. And like add this here. Starts detecting OCR. The OCR is actually running in this tool in the background. In this tool, it's built in Python with Qt. So kind of along the lines of the OBS credo, I would say. And then what else? Right. So, and this would actually control. This would actually control OBS. It would actually control the things in here, which is what I'm doing right now. But this is the tool. So what I'm actually doing this moment is getting those OCR results into place. So like these guys, 18, 40, whatever, all these guys, I need them to update here in OBS, like in here, just right. And so this is kind of like a little thing that I'm figuring out. So what I have here are the OCR results that are periodically updated. Just make this a little bigger for you all. See what's going on. Got the OCR results with the target, and now what I need to do is find update text source. That's true. OCR, that's fine. And then we get the source name. The type is irrelevant, and then that's the results. Find the source name. Hey, hello, TV64. How are you? Yeah, just let me know what's going on, and we can chat. Right, anyway, find the source name for the target. Find the source name for the target from the default boxes. Box and default boxes. Won't be a source name. Source name. Okay, I mean, let's try this. Let's try this thing. There's none. Continue. Hey, so I'm working on this OCR tool. Right, I'm working on this thing. It's a tool that runs OCR on multiple boxes. Right, we got multiple boxes in here running OCR. And then this is supposed to control OBS, which is showing like a nicer thing here with the game in the background and so on. Oh, no, thank you. Thank you for using the products, I guess, and giving feedback. Feedback is the most important thing. I find it's 100% the most important thing. There's nothing that I could have done is I could have done it without, proper feedback from people. It has to be that way. Because I put something out and then, it's half baked, and then people say, hey, can you do this? Can you do that? Blah, blah, blah. And then I improve it. And I absolutely need that feedback. So like, users are just as important as the creator of the product. It's a two-way thing. All right, so this one obviously not working. High position argument overlay. Nope. Settings. Overlay, true. Reset to default, no, true. Overlay is true. Overlay is true. Yeah, thanks much. Yeah, I've been working on this for a little while. I'm hoping for this to be available. Yeah, there's one thing. There's actually one thing I want to show you all and everybody else. We'll do that in a second. I want to make sure that this thing works. Object has no attribute status. Non-object has no. Sure. Obviously. The result is none. Source name is not. Continue. Yeah, there's no attribute status. Error none type object has no attribute status. Of course. Source name. Settings. Yeah. Yeah, I've been working on some stuff. There's a couple of things that I wanted to run by people. Right, let's see. Do I have... Let's see if it'll pop up in here. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I used this thing from from Ethan Mollick. He created a text bot, a GPT, that you can ask something and it gives you ideas on what to do, kind of like a startup or like a product brainstorming idea thing. And so I say I want to generate a solve problem. It goes, this is the default prompt. Then I want to offer AI tools for streaming content creators that have more conversational content like podcasts, whatever, something like that. And then it says, all right, so some questions, and I'm saying like, yes, but I want stuff like the creator can do online research without having to use the browser to rely on AI. And I say, all right, so blah blah blah, tweaks it a little bit and say, all right, let's go. And then it gives me kind of 10 ideas. Right, an AI prompted dialogue enhancer, so it's relevant topics, conversations flowing smoothly, content summarization. All of this stuff I already thought about, but it gives you a little idea. Real-time fact-checking, audience engagement analyzer, research assistant, mood tone analyzer, customizable, AI co-host, interactive moderator, language translation. All of this stuff I kind of already thought about, which is it is cool. Now I went online and then did a little research as well to the automatic generate podcast script for any topic. It's interesting. Podcast name generator. I'm looking for the real time stuff. Podcast editor. Spike Studio for short video. Okay. Voice modulation. Sure. Interactive AI. Audience engagement. Actually, I mean, it's kind of stuff that I thought about, and also, but as far as like creating like more engagement and so on, this was interesting. And coming up with the idea on how AI can be helping live streaming engagement. That's pretty neat. Yeah, I've been kind of working on this on my own anyway. Yeah, I've taken a little detour here with the OCR. I'm really enjoying working on the OCR. I think the next thing that I want to do that is just, straight up plugin. Actually, let's do this. Why not? Why don't we? Let's see. All right, let's see what's going on in here. See, since I released the OCR source, it got 125 downloads, and that was just a few days ago. Yeah, it was only approved like not even a week ago. Yeah, 125 downloads. So obviously people are interested in OCR on OBS. So I'm happy about that. The other thing I want to do is augmented reality. Augmented reality. Make a football overlay. Let's go. I think OBS can do this with moving cameras. AR use point with QR code to draw a line. That's interesting. That's something that I want to do. That's something that I actually want to do. Like share on visual placement. Doing like, what is this? Plugin open source, make graphics and visual placement software. The hell is this? Visual graphics and live broadcast. Yeah, that's the kind of thing. Virtual placement. Virtual graphics in any live broadcasts. What do they have here? Automatic, manual. Visualize live data. How much money do they charge for this? They started recently. Products. Live Prime. Illustrated replay, virtual placement, trackless, weather, live prime. Interesting stuff. Anyway, interesting stuff. This is interesting stuff. This is something that I want to do. I want to do like AR in OBS. Right? V caption. Enhance your live streams. No, that's old. Augmented reality. AR. Overlay, isn't it? I don't know. AR is not. It's hard to search. Anyway. Augmented reality in OBS is something that I am interested in. And shouldn't be too hard to do, to be honest. I don't know, if y'all are up for it, we could do something. We could try to do something. We could try to do something together. Some computer vision work. But anyway, this is going to get some good suggestions on what to do. Right? I get some suggestions. I got some suggestions and stuff to do. Like, for example, yeah, I'm getting an inbound in here. Yep. We'll get to that in a moment. Right, for OCR. Someone asked whether we could save the OCR result to a file. And I thought, why not a WebSocket? Why not StreamerBot, right? I want StreamerBot to be able to trigger based on the OCR. And it's not just StreamerBot, it's basically anything, right? That's me. Right, I want it to be able to trigger based on whatever OCR event that's happening here. And that's interesting because right, that thing is not working. OCR test. So one thing that we could do, and just be whatever. Yeah. Hello, OCR. And then I will add my OCR filter in here. Bloop. Okay. Yeah. And all right, so this one's not outputting anything to anywhere. But if I'll add another text in here, see, like OCR output. Okay, and we'll do this one, and we'll select the output for this one to be the other one. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay. Single word, there'll be single line. And outputting in here. Right? Okay. Okay. So it outputs in here. Right? And I want to be able to trigger on that. Right? So this one kind of runs the OCR and ends up in here. Right? The OCR runs, ends up in there. But what if I want to do like the advanced scene switcher with a macro? Where's this guy? Okay. What if filter on this fella? OCR. Like settings change, something like that, right? I want to see if the OCR triggered something. Hello. Alright, Cyphrus, how are you this morning? Welcome to the stream. Find macro actions. Alright, so anyway, what I wanted to do is like, I want to be able to trigger on this. So even without having like an output and blah, 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 I just want to trigger. I want OCR. There's no output. No output in here, that's fine. But I still want this to be able to trigger on this. Right? So it changed. It changes. Maybe it changes. Maybe it finds it. It doesn't find it. Whatever. Right. Like. Okay. Hello, OCR. If I do like this, the OCR will read this and change. Right, and I want to trigger on that. So what I'm thinking is that if I add another thing in here, if I add another box, text box, that it only outputs the result of the OCR and nothing else, the result of the OCR, it will be part of the settings. Okay. Yes, I read comments. I read all the comments and all my videos and I answer all of them. Because they're important. And the people watching the videos, time is important. If you set up a comment like in the last, well, 20 minutes, then I wouldn't have seen it. I can go check. I can go check. I haven't seen. 8 hours ago. Well, I got someone. Oh, there's one comment that I missed. Download it, doesn't try and get Bible verses from XML. Not product XML magically. Yeah, well, I missed this one comment. I do need to. I missed this one comment. Hello, Pedro. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Yeah. I missed this one comment. I'll get on it, but it's not you. It's someone else. And that's cool. I will answer that comment. It's about extracting something from somewhere. Anyway, there's one idea about OCR, right? It's like the outputting, parsing, saving a file. Maybe I can do that. I mean, saving a file is easy. I just say, all right, an output here would be instead of text, it's just a file. And then it'll open up another thing here, allow you to pick the file that you want to save to. And it will save to a file. But the only thing that I think that person was asking about this, they wanted it to be, I believe it was here in discussion. Right? I was wondering if rather than updating the text source, a way to trigger something else, like create a text file. Next thing you want to use this directness as a testing in the game and somehow trigger an action outside OBS. like streamer bot, right? Have the ability to watch a folder, file changes, blah blah. So yeah, we could definitely do that. That's easy. That's simple. And I can add that. The file is simple. The other stuff is also quite simple. It's not that bad. Like, let's say we had like a file, like an output in here, and okay, this one can do that, and then there's Sweet Scene, not really, but I could do WebSocket. And like WebSocket, a generic WebSocket or something like that. There's no connections. If I had StreamerBot running, I could send it over to StreamerBot. Is there anything else in here? Not really. Yeah. And I could set it up on StreamerBot. But that's the idea with the triggering on the OCR. It's quite possible, quite easy. Quite easy to do. So I'll get to that sooner or later. And then another person asked for building warp and crop. Warp and crop. So it's like the OCR filter will allow for warping and cropping, which is a valid point. It's a valid point. This is hello OCR. That's silly, right? But what if I had, so not this guy. Let's bring up an image. I got a few things in here that I could do. Right, I got this scoreboard. No, not really. This guy? Well, kind of. No. So, let's see. Got a bunch of these guys. All right, so this is an interesting idea. Yeah, let's bring this up. It's an interesting thing. Now we want to run OCR on a part of this. But as y'all can see, it's under perspective, right? This part is farther away than this part from the camera, creating a perspective view because this is a camera and not a flatbed scanner. And it creates perspective. And so we would want to correct this, right? We will want to correct this to be able to extract the thing, right? If we just run the OCR on it, we're most likely going to get just a bunch of random stuff. All right, so let's just create a text source in here, whatever, and point the OCR to that text source that we created, and then just not do this and do fully automatic, whatever, and remove this. One moment. Okay, fully automatic. Enable smoothing. Okay, where are you? Fit. No, you're fine. There's OCR. Sparse text, maybe. I'll put to this guy. Can't find any text. That's weird. All right, you need help to send a MOV into OBS. A MOV into OBS. What do you mean? You have like a. You want to like use a media source and load up a MOV file in here. Let's say I got the MOV file in there. Seems to be working. You know? And just load up a media source and add the MOV file and it just works. Yeah, well, that's it kind of. Like OBS sort of supports it out of the box. Should support it. If it's not working, then there's okay, like either a problem in the file or a problem with OBS, which is yeah, it's possible. It's possible they don't have everything working for absolutely everybody. All right, back in here. Let's do a crop pad. Let's do a crop pad 4, and just like, I don't know, let's say we're doing this. Home. Let's focus on the word home. Okay, and then no, this is a single word. Ah, there we are. It's able to find home. And able to read it. It's said in a different format. Well, if your MOV file is not a valid MOV file, then I'm guessing OBS will have a problem reading it. But one thing you could do, which is not that bad with the MOV files, you can right click and encode selected video files on Mac. That's something you could do. And then you could say kind of what you want in terms of encoding. And then it should encode it, re-encode it for you. If that's not working, the MOV file might just be corrupted or somehow unavailable. All right, for the OCR to work with this thing, you know, we got the crop pad and blah, blah, blah. Let's do something else actually with the crop pad. All right, defaults. So, let's see how we got player foul in here. Player foul is actually under some pretty significant perspective shifts. And that's going to be a problem for our OCR. See, it's not really performing very well. So one thing we could do is add a shader here in the middle that will do a corner pin, and then it's fine. Then we can kind of correct the perspective. Right? Sort of correcting the perspective. Player foul. See, so it kind of like, I needed to correct the perspective. Starting with this, then that, then this. After all these corrections, it was able to work. And like one other thing we could do is do like a Shadows and color correction. Maybe. And then, yeah, try to get it so that it's actually just the black and the white. I'm going to be streaming on Thursday, same time. So come see me on Thursday. Bring your questions. So bottom right, Y. Right? Maybe even the top right, Y. Know what I'm saying? Something like that. Completely black and white. So we started with something like this. And then for the OCR to actually work, I kind of had to do all these kind of things. And I guess that what this person is asking for, a warp and crop, is basically doing this stuff. Warping, cropping, right? Cropping, warping, color correction, and then running the OCR, which is, you know, doing all that stuff. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. Not easy. I think that maybe the biggest problem with OBS is that if I had a reliable way of capturing clicks on this little preview to actually do the to actually do like the crop and the perspective correction, I could do that with clicking. It would be like much easier. Right? Then, yeah, then it would be almost simple. I think at the top left. Let's whatever. Anyway, yeah. So, you know, I get it. If we could do this all in the OCR, it would be perfect. It would be tremendous. I agree. And it's not that easy. The other thing we could do is like someone clicks a button here, it opens up a new modal, and then you click the cropping that you want to do, or the perspective correction, the perspective shift. Right, the perspective shift. You click a few things, and then, you know, from here, and then it runs the OCR, and the OCR will have like much higher accuracy and that stuff, because in here is like it's very kind of low accuracy. But if you do this, the accuracy kind of like goes up, and there's more. All right, there's a little bit of a. Right, there's all kinds of adjustments here that we could do. But just doing the warping, the perspective warping, will probably take us from, so yeah, maybe this one's actually working better than the warped thing, you know? But the color correction, you know, like binarization, that sort of stuff. Interesting. This one doesn't work. If I apply the perspective, it works okay. If I apply this, it doesn't work okay anymore. If I remove this, this works. If I apply this and remove this, it actually works okay. Anyway, all this sort of stuff that we need to kind of, you know, fiddle around with. We could do this in the OCR plugin itself. It's a lot of work though, to kind of build out all of the UI for it. Maybe I'll get to it. See like how many people are very interested in seeing it happen. Okay. Alright, anyone else on stream? If you want to say anything, ask something, say something. Let me know. Or else you can just chill and enjoy the music a little bit, maybe. Listen to me ramble. Alright, so we were here and this thing was attempting to update the thing. It says non-object has no attribute status, which makes little sense to me. CL. So CL might not be initialized. Alright, so if self CL is none. Come on. Just return. I don't care. This is like a running event. If it misses a few things, that's fine. I'll just bring up this scene for the OCR. Okay, let's do this. What's happening in here? That's fine. Yeah, this one keeps on going. Non-object has no attribute status. That's not the thing. That's not that. OBS is connected, I think. Something in here. Source name. None. In default boxes. There's no attribute status. Oh. This one is saying none. Non-object has no attribute status. So this thing doesn't return anything. Oh, returns none. Huh. Look at that. Yeah, I don't know. We don't need to return anything. This thing really returns nothing. Okay. So it seems to be, maybe it's working. I'm not sure. Okay, let's see. So this one is updating. It should have updated in here. Oh yeah. Yeah, it did. It updates with some, but 4080, that's okay because that's the actual thing that we're getting in here. Let's do this. 4080. I got the shot clock and whatnot. Okay. This is extracting the information from there, so that's fun. It's supposed to be updating OBS now. So I'm going to shut this down for 1 second and see if it happened. Yeah, it definitely did update. 42, 18, 10 thing. This is second period. Not sure what this is. Shot clock is showing 0. Where's this guy? Home fouls. Right, 0, 0. Weird. Home fouls. Yeah, the problem is that I'm streaming this to the tool and then also picking up on the tool, so I can't. Right, that's kind of a, maybe it's like an OBS limitation. Anyway, yeah, this thing seems to be working. Shot clock is at 0, 0. It was jumping all around with some stuff. Is there something I wanted to add, like a formatting? Let's say it's like only accept a certain format for this. Which should be fairly simple. It's like this is right. I'm only accepting a certain format. So if it's a score, the format would be, well, I would like to do something like this. Format regex. No, I would like to do this 1 to 2. I would like to do a 1. You know, something like that. That'll be the home score. That'll be format for the home score. Same for this one. So, right, I want to create a format. I want to create a formatting so that for this thing, for home score, it will only allow 100 and then 2 digits. Possibly. This is 42, so it doesn't have the 1. That's why I have the question mark. And then 2 digits. 1 and 2. Either 1 or 2. Right? So that'll be okay for this one. And what do you want? Incorrect. There we go. Okay, so a time format regex would be, yeah, this one and that one. Now, it might be this, or it might be a dot. And there might be one thing here or 2 things in here, right? So if we look at the clock, so we could have like 2 digits, dot, another digit, but time could also be, possibly 1 or 2 for the minute, colon, and then 2 digits afterwards. So this is kind of what we need, right? All right, for the period, I think it's just 1 to 4. Exactly. That'll be the regular expression for that. Home fouls. Yep. That way fouls makes sense. See, GitHub Copilot. GitHub Copilot your way to programming success. It just knows. After a while, you do a couple things and it just knows what you need. I'm pretty amazed by it, to be honest. All right, cool. So that thing was working. Now the format. That's fine. The format, I want to show the format on the tool right in here. When I click this, I want to see the format. So just item clicked. That's fine. Enable the format. I want to write it. Okay, so item, list item clicked. List item clicked. Sure, that's fine. That's like item clicked from the list. That's okay. We want to allow to edit this format, if we so please, right? Maybe for now we don't allow it editing. Maybe for now we don't allow editing. And the format is fixed. I also got the average smoothing in here kind of thing that I did and haven't connected it yet, so that's another thing. But anyway, yeah, that thing seems to be working quite well. The OCR deal. If I had a way to constrain it further, I bet we would see more consistent results. Like this 5 can't turn into a 0, 0, right? It's not something that should be allowed. Right. This should just be a 2. Also added this thing here. And give you a little view. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, extracting this. The format stuff. Let's go and do the format stuff. I just do like kind of like enabling the format. Not allowing to edit it, but enabling the format thing. Oh, anyway. Yeah, let's have a look. So this one goes in here, Tesseract. This is where Tesseract is actually running. And yeah, it's doing this. So if there's any sort of regex formatting to be done, that needs to be done in here. So a text detection target, right? This text detection target. Text. Refresh. Okay, refresh detection target. This is where I construct this one. So a text detection target. Name, type. Man, this is getting out of hand. I can add a bunch of fields in here, but it's just not. That'll be pretty annoying. Name, type. Format regex. Yeah, but let's say I want to enable this or not enable this, you know. I need that sort of settings kind of thing. Object on this, just add whatever I want in there. Name, type, height, name. Okay. Take text multi. Settings was none. Okay. Let me just like a settings type of thing. All right. Be kind of like a settings kind of thing, because I don't want to keep overriding these guys. All right. Yeah, next detector. Let's see. So if my settings will have a thing. Okay, let's do that. 1 second. Let's do that. And have a look in here. Like the second target. It's okay. Resize of a rect with name, type, and result. Refresh detection targets. Okay. Like a box. Refresh detection targets. I'm adding. This is getting kind of, sort of, kind of out of hand. And is not exactly what I was hoping for. Okay, I do find box and then blah blah blah. Set pause, set rect. Hello, people on stream. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm just here working on some stuff. OBS related, obviously. And lately working on some OCR things. Extracting information, detecting stuff. But if you have any questions, let me know. Or something you want to talk about, let me know. Otherwise, I'm just gonna keep on working on my little project here. So record name, type, and results. I'm getting it from the image viewer. Scene items. Okay, that's the guy. Alright, this is getting out of hand. This is something that I need to manage in a different way. I can't use the Qt. I can't use the view for both the controller and the model. It makes no sense. I need the model. And this is the controller. I need a model of like whatever OCR, like targets, text detection targets that I have should be top class. All right, managed and handed down into this guy. Or, you know, actually this thing should just be aware of them. Right? This one, running the actual text detection targets, you know? And blah blah blah, that's fine. This one is just, you know, TV64. Hey, how you doing with the watch hours? About 4,000. I don't have 4,000 watch hours yet. I don't. It's coming. Getting close, but it's not there. But I'm not really concerned with that as much. I don't really track that as closely. You know, I just do my thing. I focus on my product. I focus on the people using the product. You know, just focusing on the work, and that's it. I don't really see YouTube as being any sort of income generate, like a significant income generating engine. Yeah, I'll get there eventually, you know, within a month or something, but I'm not really counting on that. Like the monetization. Even if I pass the thresholds and whatever, I don't think I'll monetize. I don't think there's like significant money to be had there. The actual impact, I think the actual impact that I could do is to build to build more stuff for you all, right? Is to build more plugins that actually make sense. I think this would be by far the more important metric that I would be tracking, is like how many people are downloading, how many people are commenting and using this. It's very hard to know usage, but this is more important than, you know. And yeah, sure, I need to make money too, right? But I also think that the impact is not measured in like dollar amounts. It's it has to be something that the people actually feel and are connected to, and so this is what I'm focusing on. Now, like I said, I mean, the OCR thing, I turned it around. I'm actually like legit interested in the augmented reality part, because I've seen a few people sort of ask for it, like for the, we just did the search like just earlier, right, with the AR, and that's another interesting thing, and I don't think it will take me that much time to build it and to put it out for you all, and you can use it, you know, sort of tracking this sort of stuff, tracking this, you know, tracking the this thing in here and displaying stuff on top of it or whatever, like whatever. That's kind of interesting, and there's a lot of products that do this out there, you know, kind of high end, and people like people pay a bunch. And I think that's the goal of OBS. The goal of OBS to be like a free alternative that's impactful, and people can use it and actually get started. Once you get big, that's fine. That's your problem, you know, of getting big, and you can pay for stuff. That's easy. The free alternatives, I really believe in those. I think those are important enough to you know. So anyway, yeah, to your question, monetization, blah blah blah. Yeah, it's coming. Maybe at some point, you know, or maybe not. I'm not sure. Not really. Not really tracking that as much, trying to just focus on the work, generating value every day. If you'll follow me on Twitter, you'll see I try to write every day about inspiring stuff. So I recommend to track this, right? I'm trying to write inspiring stuff every day, like, you know, building a product, you know, what's the meaning of life, right? Staying in your lane, right? So don't care about anyone or anything. Just do your thing. It's the most important stuff. I also post funny things, which I found funny, and some stuff, right? I'm trying to write inspiring stuff. Really, what I'm writing on Twitter is for myself. I think about these things. I'm like, okay, I would like to live by these thoughts, right? Starting small, being very deliberate, and really connecting with your customers, right? And ideas and technology and that sort of stuff. I wrote all about that in Twitter. If y'all are interested, and checking that out. I'm trying to kind of like narrow down some loose ideas that I have into kind of like this bite-size, snippets of ideas. And so, yeah, try to get on that if you have time. And take a look. I'm trying to stay connected with you all in some ways, and write about interesting things. So I would write out on Twitter. I'm trying this very recently. I started integrating with Buffer. I don't know if you know about Buffer, but it's supposed to be like a multi-platform posting thing. So if I post it on Twitter, it will go on LinkedIn as well, and that sort of stuff, right? So it's something that I would like to automate because, yeah. Going on like 5 different platforms to advertise your live stream coming up, it's just it's just annoying. All right, so I definitely need to do something about this. Yeah, we have more people joining. Ask anything. I'm here for you. I'm just working on my OCR thing for scoreboards, and so just let me know if you have any questions. And I'm just kind of building out that tool, building out this standalone OBS companion tool. But if you are if you're on stream and you have a question or you want to talk about something, let me know. I'm here. And we got a little bit more time left before I'm gonna sign off. And so, yeah. Let's have a conversation, whatever that's on your mind. Do you want to talk about OBS, AI, programming, live streaming, life? Let's do that. Otherwise, we can just keep on hacking, keep on hacking on this OCR tool. Right, let me know. People joining, welcome. And just let me know if there's anything you want to talk about. I'm here. Okay, so this one, we said we will separate this because it's getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand. I need like a single source of truth for all the things that I'm tracking. And this guy should do that. You know what? This is a task for ChatGPT. Not this one. I have a Explorer not found. See, ChatGPT is like a huge hack. If you have it, you must use it. I have a Qt program in Python. I want to have a central memory storage for a list of items that that manifest on screen as well as manifest on screen. That I want a centralized management of this memory held list and all the consumer producers to subscribe to any changes. Something like that, right? So yeah, let's see what ChatGPT has for us. Oh, the observer pattern. I have an idea. I would do this, but I wanted to know if there's like Observable, hold the list. Notify observers of changes. Observers, it's visible, subscribe to the central memory storage and update themselves when notified of changes. Right, the code example, let's see what you got. I kind of, thought about that also myself, but I wanted to see if there's anything that is... All right, central memory storage, it has a signal. This is standard stuff. I could have come up with this myself, but ChatGPT, whatever. You got some copy paste stuff, right? So data changed. Whatever, add, remove, get data, and that sort of stuff. This one changes. Consumer producer widget. And this one will update the data. The central memory storage. I mean, yeah, I kind of know this. It's not like something that I needed a lot of help, but still ChatGPT kind of gives you a little bit of copy paste, that you can grab. And I was actually thinking maybe there's like a standard way to do this in Qt, but that's fine. Doesn't have to be there. So we could have storage, right? I have the storage thing. So I could do this here, and that's fine. And some imports from, no. Okay, so what I want this to do is to store the text detection targets. So I don't know about that one. I need a list. That's fine. I need a list of data. This will be a list of text detection targets. I don't know, like text detection target memory storage. Whatever. So we get this, overview that, add item, remove item, change, all right, clear, whatever. Def set data. I would like to edit an item. It's not exactly that. So you see, between ChatGPT and GitHub Copilot, we can get started very fast on things. This is cool. So I need edit item, new item. Okay. Index will be like data.index. This needs to go by name. How do we find it? Text returns. First index of value. That is not. Oh, you're looking for the thing. You're looking for the thing. And then you're setting it up. That's interesting. I need to do this by name. So we got the item. I mean, like item name or something like that. That's what I want. Item.name. Right, because this one has name. Name would be the index for this thing. Like, name needs to be unique. That's fine. Okay, we'll worry about this later. But this is... Okay, so this is an interesting thing. What I want to do now is, instead of going about all of this stuff, managing this everywhere, I want this guy to be Is that up? We need width, height, width and height and type. It does that. Like refresh detection targets. I don't want to do this at all. I want this to happen automatically. I want to refresh the thing. As soon as it changes, the thing should just change. Find the box with the name. That's also not something that I want. I don't want remove box. It's all should be just completely completely I don't want this, right? What should happen is as soon as someone makes a change in here, like drag this away, it should percolate down to everywhere, you know? Guess it's shown in here, and like someone move this away and whatever thing should update. Like I don't even want to have to worry about this. It should be all automatic just by subscribing to the thing. So okay, add box, find box, express event. That's fine. This one, okay, so I need to create in here the populate list with the default boxes. That's fine. That's fine. That also should come from the central storage. It also should come from the central storage. All right, if anyone on stream, if you have questions or anything, let me know. I'm just here hacking on my thing. If you're interested in Python development and GUI program development, whatever, it's, you know, it's what I'm doing. If you're interested in that, let me know. If there's a different question, you want to talk about OBS or AI or something like that, let me know. I'm here and just working on my things. And just trying to get stuff off the ground. Right, I want this to be automatic. That's my goal in life. I don't want to handle stuff. I want this to be, I want to handle the memory, and then whoever needs the memory should just like update itself. List widget boxes. I want to see about the image. Source view, not really. I want to see about the image viewer. It's clear. Where is that? The image viewer. Make box. Refresh detection targets, you know, that's not something that I want to handle. Make box and remove box. I should just add it to the text detection targets at this point. I don't want to add box in here, and I don't want to do this. Okay. Okay. One other thing. I think that this one is in kind of a working state. Let me just... I was kind of going overboard. Okay, with my stuff. What else? Do we have anything that is not saved? No. I'm going to check this in. I think this is a good place to kind of... It's a working state. Okay. It's a working state. So we'll do a little save. That's kind of like a quest game. Huh? That's fun. Checking in code is kind of like saving the game in the quest game. Remember that? Like those old Sierra games or the LucasArts games, you say like, oh, I got to this point, I better save, because who knows? Who knows? Alright, so I didn't want to do this or that. What I actually wanted to do is create a... Right, they're unchecked. So self detection targets storage. No, I mean, why would you? Why? No, it's from here. Where is storage? Text detection, memory storage. Where are we? Text detection, memory storage. Yep. It comes from storage. Alright. Whoever is coming in the stream, speak up in the chat if you want to talk about something. Let me know. Or else, if you're just interested in seeing me do some Python programming of this OCR tool that I'm building, so just hang on. But if you want to talk about something, yeah, that is totally doable as well. All right, so we get this storage thing. That's fine. Secondary storage. Let me have a look. 1 second. Dump these things. These guys, no. Save some stuff I'm just not using anymore. X, Intel. This one, okay, it's kind of like a working state. That's fine. All right, storage by. You're fine. Yeah. So that stuff. So what did I do here? Okay. A make box. A make box actually is someone where someone actually adds the box to the thing. So it's another detection target at the scene. Bloop, and then it goes on. And blah blah blah. Perfect. So it's a perfect place to do self detection target storage. Results. Make box. Correct. Item. Fine. So I need the default position. I need the default position. See, a lot of that stuff was done in here. It's like, okay, I need the info, get the size of the box, and that sort of stuff, which I don't want to do anymore. Don't want to do that anymore. Right, so and in here it's like no x, y, width, and height, so it will be like info. Come on, x. Do I have x? I do. 0, 0 kind of looks just weird. I'm gonna be in the middle there. Okay, so we got width, height, then I got name, and I got type, whatever, it's info type, and then I got result is none, and settings, which would be like format and that sort of stuff will be in settings, so that's fine. Could also be none. That is okay. Now we got detection target storage. Whenever someone clicks on the thing, they do that. There's also load boxes from storage, which is the same exact deal. Yep. 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 I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. Self detection target storage. Okay, so what I want to do is clear this in here and then add item. Box, getting the box, got name and stuff. That's not gonna work. Okay, yeah, that's actually okay. Add info item. This is something that I don't have anymore. Yep, not doing this anymore. Now, when I'm saving them, I get some stuff. Hello, people on stream. How's it going? If you want to talk about something, let me know. Otherwise, I'm just building this Python Qt tool for doing OCR and multiple boxes and blah blah. And I'm just dealing with some memory issues. Really, what I want my software to do is to do a lot of stuff automatically. I don't want to manage state. You know, state management is the worst in GUI applications. I want everything to be streamlined, so I want stuff to just know if there's any change in things, it would just know. Right, I just want things to subscribe and then they'll be notified if anything's happening. So if I remove like a block from here, it will notify this one to change the UI, blah blah blah. And if I click this and I add a new block in here, I want it to notify the UI that something has changed. Likewise, if I move this, drag this in here, I want it to notify that it has been dragged and now it's here. And that sort of stuff, right? So I want this all to be completely seamless, and I don't want to, you know, shuffle things around. Say like, hey, move this over there, move that over there. And nope. I want it to be seamless. All right, so we got the X and Y, the width and height. Right? Yeah, so if you have any questions, let me know. Just say anything that's on your mind. I'm here. If you want to do some more Python programming with me, you're welcome to. If you want to talk about OBS kind of stuff, I have OBS open here. We're doing some things too. This one's got the OCR thing going on. We were just playing around with some filters. But let me know if that's interesting to you. Otherwise, I'm gonna use this time to just keep on working and making sure I'm on track with this. And also, it's an interesting thing, right? We use ChatGPT to help us think about central memory storage using Qt signals, and GitHub Copilot is helping us a lot in here in programming this stuff. So yeah. Yeah, just let me know what you have on your mind, and we can talk about that. All right, so we got this one. Now, refresh detection targets, not in a million years. I don't want that to even happen anymore. I don't want refresh detection targets to not happen. You know, it should, but it should happen basically. All right, so you got self camera index for corners applied. Save box storage go back. Right, if there's any change, it saves that. Right, if there's any storage go back. Right, if there's any change, right, mouse release, it calls that one. Also refresh detection target, which should also be, well, okay. All right. Okay. This is interesting. I got this one down in here. I do need to image viewer. Image viewer. Image viewer. Yeah, remove box. That's fine. Load box from storage. That's fine. Save boxes to storage. That's fine. Sources changed. Okay, here, when we are building this, I would like to give it the detection target storage. The image viewer. Detection target storage. Right? And to connect this signal of like data changed, connect it to refresh detection targets. Okay, refresh detection targets should do this really on the timer thread. That's not what I want. Just refresh detection targets, that's fine. It'll be like detection targets changed. Okay, and we can be more specific about this. So detection targets changed. Yeah, like self. Now, what I really want to do is to clear the scene, get the detection targets. Let's .get and get data. Let's call it get data. And then add the box. Set the four corners. I don't. Nope. Nope. No. But if the target's changed, I want to add them on. Okay, I'm gonna call add box info for the name, and then it gets that and get all these things. This is like a new one, but these are not new. So we actually get the detection target like legit. And to be a text detection target. If things have changed. Okay. So yeah, XY. This one is like a new one. This is a new box coming in. And then new box, and it puts it in the center of the scene. Okay. I had to think about that. I don't want add box anymore. What I want to do is right, people on scene on the stream, if you have anything to say or ask or request or something, let me know. Okay, so a detection targets is a list of text detection target with result, right? This guy, right? It's saving these guys. No, it's just test detection target. It has nothing to do with results. No results. Just the detection target. Okay. Okay. So detection target. That's fine. Detection target is not accessed. Sure. Wait, really? How's that possible? Detection target. Oh, because the queue wrecked. Interesting. Okay. Thank you, GitHub Copilot. Not name. Type, yep, you got the type, you got the type. Type and results, that's fine. Just adding that thing in. We can probably just do this, you know, and be done with it. Okay. So refresh detection targets. I don't know if I need any of yeah, we definitely don't need any of this. Okay. You don't need any of that stuff. We don't want any of that stuff, right? We want things to be streamlined. Streamlined. That's the goal of software. Remember this, whoever that's program out there. The goal of a programmer is to remove lines of code, not write lines of code. The goal is to remove, not to write. The goal is to make it as simple as possible. And that means writing less, not more. And if you can remove things, that is, that's the best outcome. Okay. So that sort of stuff, right? Refresh detection targets. No, save storage. This is storage callback. I mean, sure, but okay, we could keep that. What I really want to do. I want to do this. If the mouse has been released, mouse release event. If the mouse has been released, so it might have moved around. Might have moved around. I want stuff to update. It's just that. That's not aware of anything. I need this guy. This guy is taking care of the actual okay. Oh my. Wait to give it the storage. My oh my. Okay, make it a singleton, right? Could make it a singleton. Oh bother. I don't know if I want to do that. A singleton pattern. But this guy's gonna have to bubble back. So this guy's doing like this, right? Yeah, so blah 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 blah. Then I need to do this. Station target. This guy, Tesseract, text detector. Okay, text detector, no, but you. So detecting targets. Yeah, you got stuff going on here, but that's not very interesting. Got text detection targets, and it's like mutated all the time, which is not. I don't want this. I want to do this. I want text detection target, get data. And what? This should go in here and not in there. It's the camera item. And you addition targets. Okay, and you don't. Was none, even though I don't think that I ever do any of that. Okay. Like an empty kind of thing. Okay. Now the timer thread will also need that. Man, we're adding way too much code. And our goal is to remove the code. Do I need this anywhere in here? I do not. Oh, yeah. I kind of do need it out here. So that's fine. Alright, the thread. That's perfect. Now, I don't want any of this, but I do want the detection targets storage. The thread will get the storage. Thank you. Now, the target's incorrect. I want to do get data. That's fine. Okay. Whenever. So is it gonna do that every frame? Get the data from the thing? Huh. Okay. Yeah. 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 It'll have to do that. That's fine. Okay. So we got this in here. Man, that's a lot more work than I thought it would be. Okay. This one data changed. I'm gonna data changed. And this is refreshing the scene, and that's fine. Since I sent the detection target storage already in there, the OCR part should happen automatically, which is exactly what we want. So there's no need to refresh or blah blah blah. Except this one with the origin. Who creates this thing? Alright. This is this guy's job. To make sure that that particular thing is updated precisely. Because it needs to bubble up. It needs to bubble up. So it depends on how much agency we want to give to this class. Because we could also give it a callback. And so just call me back with any sort of changes that you have, and I'll take care of business. I mean, that's doable. I don't love it, but it's not. It's not that bad. I don't. Okay. Well, that is a possibility. That is something. That is something that we could do. All right. Anyone left on stream? I'm gonna stay on for 10 more minutes, keep working on this, and then sign off for the day. But if you have any questions or anything, let me know. It could be about what I'm doing right now. It could be something else. Just let me know your questions and concerns. Let me see. Okay, so this one, detection targets changed. This is whatever is updating this. I need to refresh the scene because something happened. We could also make this a little bit more fine-tuned, because if everything changed, like, okay, but if stuff only changed around one particular thing, we don't necessarily have to go and do that. Okay, so let's do this. Add box. Box changed. Self. We got name. The box and the rect. Change and the rect. Name, data changed, emit. This is close. Close. Detection target. I got the name match. I'm setting the rect. With the name of the type, that's not the type of things that would change in here. Okay, so this is a work in progress, but box changed. I would like to say each one of these guys that on center. Box changed callback. Add the send self. Box changed callback. And this would be box changed callback with a name, but not the exact rect that we have in there. I need the external representation of this rect. So something like that. To create a rect. So a redirect will just be self. Get rect. Get rect. Okay. Box rect equals q rect def, like this. Q rect def is like left top. Okay, self x, self dot y. And height. This needs to be reported back to box changed callback, which is, I get the name of the rect. I'm updating this guy, and then I need to change this self detection. And this was, how do we call it? Edit item. We called it edit item. We called it edit item. Okay. Wow. This has been a little detour. This has been a little detour for us. That's fine. So box changed. Detection targets change. I'm adding this stuff. So let's say these guys are doing load from. That guy's doing load from blah blah blah. Yeah. Like make box. The thing goes on here. Right. Remove box. Let's just yeah. Really, it shouldn't be that difficult. Do we have remove item? We don't. We do. Let's go by the item name, which is essentially the ID. Remove the data changed. Blah, blah, blah. Something like this. Yep. Remove item. Let's go by name. That's fine. Upload box with storage is doing this. Like it's also talking to the storage and whoever is subscribed to any sort of changes in there would see it finally in their own thing. Okay. And so you are subscribed to any changes, and we'll go in here and show the box, clear the scene, show the boxes. All right, I think that this is close. Let's shut this down. I'm using this one for the virtual camera. So, okay, let's bring this up. This is probably gonna explode. See? Definitely exploded. And self-detection targets, that is correct. There's no such thing anymore. These are instead of this, okay, let me see if I can add something like is empty. Yep, something like this. So if it's not self is empty, now we do that. Okay. That sounds good. Still exploding. Diamond thread has no attribute. Text detection targets. Wait, what? The frame. Timer thread? Why? I'm in the timer thread. Well, enumerate texts. Yeah, well, detection targets. Detection targets. Let's just go get data. And yep, so instead of all of this, we need to say you're coming from here. That's fine. So we're using it there, and then we're using it back in here. That's fine. Let's see. Yeah, well, not the worst thing in the world. I move this in here. Boom, it blows up. Which is fine. Box chain callback. Okay, it's not set on this one because, correct. This is where I need to set my callback. Alright, let's do this. Alright, comes up. Let's move this one over here. Ooh, look at this. Yeah, that's fine. I'm doing scene clear. So it actually changed, and then it comes back in here. It says like scene clear. So the box changes, and then the scene sort of changes. That's okay. Detection target change. First of all, we don't need to clear the entire scene. We only need to clear the scene from all of these. Okay, so instance, remove it. Okay, people on stream, hey, how's it going? Are you all doing today? If you have anything to ask, if you have any questions or anything, I'm here to answer any sort of, you know, if your, I don't know, concerns or questions or anything. Oh, I missed a few things here. I missed a few things in the chat. I need to use combination polyglot in local vocal to get live translation. There's need a lot of GPU power. Right. I need to use combination polyglot in local vocal to get live translation. A lot of CPU power. CPU or GPU power. So I mean, no. I don't think that it requires a lot of power. Right, that's weird. Why isn't my chat updating? I completely missed a few of the things that you all have been saying. That's weird. It just, I need more visibly on my screen. Anyway, yeah, it doesn't consume a lot of resources at all, right? I mean, local vocal is, you know, it's very lean. It's very lean. I can add an input capture in here. Let's say it'll be like a mic, like my Mac microphone. See, so it's like bouncing around. And I could do something like a noise filter, noise suppression, like RNN, and then I will add local vocal. And now local vocal is actually working. It's actually like providing transcriptions. Let's go LV output. Okay, do something like that. Okay, so yeah, so right now it's transcribing, and I don't know. Let's just look at the CPU here. It's not trouble. The frame rate is not going down. And if I do this, it should stop the local vocal. Right, so it's using about 6% of CPU or something. Right, there's a way to get the chat screen on like an overlay. Sure, I need it on my actual working screen. I have it on my streaming computer, but I need it on my working computer so I can see exactly when you're saying something, it'll pop up. But anyway, yeah, so local vocal right now, you know, if I enable it, it will pump the CPU up by about 6%, which is, you know, it's totally doable. You know, it's doable. And I'm pretty sure that we can even make it, no, this is a tiny thing, so that's fine. You can play around with the number of threads and stuff. I don't know if there's like a bunch of, if there's like way too much, but it's not that bad. The polyglot thing, I don't have it. That's weird. I don't have polyglot installed. But the polyglot thing, this is this consumes quite a bit of CPU resources. But the problem is, it's not the CPU resources I'm concerned with. It's the lag. So it takes it like a few seconds on my computer to do the translation. which you know just doesn't really mesh very well. So what I suggest is like using online stuff with URL source, right? So I would like to, you know, get my explainer in here or something. Where do I find? Yes, it goes to chat completions. Yeah, so yeah, let me grab this one. And paste the duplicate. And rename this. This would be translation. So what I want is to translation content. I would like translate to, I don't know, Japanese. And be all like, you know, just get rid of all this. That's Japanese, that's fine. The dynamic input, I want LV output. I want no aggregation, no empty, no same. Sending it up with the choices. Let's see. Okay, yeah, so we get the translation. And let's do that. And right. I don't know. I think that this is trying to output somewhere, and I just want this in here. Can I just reset the transform? Yes, thank you. Okay, so now I got this in here, and I got the translation, right? I got the translation going from OpenAI, right? Which is, you know, might not be very, very real time. It takes like a second for it to come back, but actually it's quite fast. It's quite fast. And yeah, and it's quite accurate, and OpenAI do like a great job. Like their LLMs are pretty good. And I don't know, it's doing like this whole English to thing, so we can ask it, we can say like in here, like the Japanese without English, transcript. Okay, so do that. So now I'm expecting it to be only the Japanese, right? I don't know, whoever's Japanese on stream, you know how to read this. Try reading it and seeing if it works for us. And I think that it's working quite well. You know, it's hard for me to say. I can't make sure. But this is one way to do like real-time translation, and it's quite cheap. I mean, what we're doing here, if you're concerned with like running this locally and whatnot, that's true. We're using GPT 3.5, which should be very cheap relatively in OpenAI. So yeah, there's like, you know, you need to pay for this, but like with every time you're running an API call, but it's quite good, and it gets you where you need to go with like very, very little hit on your CPU. So I would recommend that until like the translation. Actually, my concern is like with the translation. You could run, well, You could run the LLM locally. You could run the LLM locally. There's a very neat project called LM Studio. I like it. LM Studio is kind of like a drop-in replacement for OpenAI, and it exposes the API, and you can download whatever model. There's a bunch of models that you can run on this, including some pretty small models that won't really hit your CPU as much. And you can just load them up in here. It exposes a local API, like a local web server, and then instead of going on API openai.com, you'll just be going localhost whatever, and everything is exactly the same. Everything just stays exactly the same, and it will just run locally on your machine. If you have like a GPU or something that can afford it, I would recommend that as well. Okay, let's cut these guys out of here. All right, everybody. I think I'm gonna sign off. I'm gonna keep working on my things. I'm gonna keep working on my detection tool here, fixing some more things. But for now, I would like to thank everybody for joining my stream. This was fun. I had a lot of fun. I'm anyway working on these things, and it's nice to have people to just come in, ask some questions, and do some stuff. So yeah, I'll see you all soon. So for now, bye for now, and I shall see you all on the next stream. So goodbye. Bye everybody. See ya.